A tsunami of supersized American-style pickup trucks are hitting Melbourne roads as sales reach record levels. But some fed-up drivers say the vehicles have no place down under.
Most trucks you see on the road today won't even make it past 150,000 miles. They look powerful, they sound tough, but under the hood, they're fragile. Only a few rare pickups were engineered to take punishment mile after mile.
U.S. trucks and SUVs, the company saying that the V8 engines can fail without warning.
And those survivors are the ones mechanics whisper about. Which trucks keep going when the rest fall apart? Which engines refuse to quit even after decades of abuse? And which single pickup redefines what forever really means? By the end, you'll know the difference between myths and machines. Nissan Frontier. When it comes to affordable pickup trucks that can run mile after mile without flinching, the Nissan Frontier deserves a serious mention. Unlike many competitors that have gone through endless redesigns and complicated overhauls, the Frontier has been a picture of consistency. For nearly 2 decades, Nissan kept the same generation rolling with only minor adjustments, and that decision turned out to be a blessing for buyers who value dependability over flashy gimmicks. The lack of dramatic changes means mechanics know this truck inside and out. Parts are plentiful, and the engineering has been tested on American highways, construction sites, and even rural backroads over and over again. The Nissan Frontier may not shout the loudest or show off the fanciest gadgets, but it has built a reputation for being the quiet warrior that keeps on working when others have given up. One of the biggest secrets behind the Nissan Frontier's impressive lifespan is its simple yet reliable powertrain options. Owners consistently praise both the 4-cylinder and 6-cylinder engines for delivering smooth performance even after 200,000 miles, which is after 200,000 miles of hauling groceries, towing small trailers, and tackling snow, rain, or desert heat. Many drivers even report passing 300,000 miles with the original engine and transmission still working strong, an achievement that is exceptionally rare in vehicles that are designed to work hard day after day. This ability to endure long-term use without constant costly repairs is what sets the Frontier apart, making it a trusted companion for practical drivers who need a dependable tool rather than a flashy toy. Adding to this strength is the truck's fully boxed ladder frame, which resists twisting and bending under heavy loads. Whether pulling trailers, carrying planks of lumber, or bouncing down rugged dirt paths, the Frontier's foundation prevents cracks and fatigue. Combined with low ownership costs, it remains a budget-friendly, long-lasting pickup. So, if you are searching for a truck that might not win beauty contests, but will win the marathon of durability, the Nissan Frontier proves itself mile after mile. And speaking of marathons, our next truck has been running one in the American market for decades, earning a reputation as a small but mighty warrior that refuses to bow down. Ford Ranger. Few trucks carry the reputation of being both small in size and gigantic in staying power quite like the Ford Ranger. This pickup has carved out a unique place in automotive history as the truck for people who needed something tough, affordable, and not overly bulky. When the Ranger first appeared in the early 1980s, it was aimed at customers who wanted a practical workhorse without paying the higher cost of a full-size pickup. The idea worked so well that the Ranger quickly became a staple across America. For decades, it has been the kind of truck that landscapers, small business owners, and everyday drivers turned to when they needed reliable transportation that would not destroy their budget. One of the main reasons the Ford Ranger has proven to last so long is its straightforward design philosophy, favoring rugged engines and sturdy transmissions over delicate technology. Notable power plants such as the 2.3-liter 4-cylinder and the 4.0-liter 6-cylinder are well known for surviving 200,000 miles or more with only routine oil changes and basic maintenance, while many owners proudly share stories of surpassing 300,000 miles while still towing small trailers and hauling heavy cargo. This durability is not luck, but the result of solid construction, simple engineering, and a wide network of affordable replacement parts. Beyond mechanical toughness, the Ranger benefits from its smaller size, making it more maneuverable in crowded cities while still practical with a useful truck bed. Older models, especially from the 1990s and early 2000s, remain attractive because their simplicity means fewer breakdowns and cheaper repairs, keeping them strong decades later. The Ford Ranger proves that a pickup does not need to be the biggest largest or most powerful to be one of the longest lasting. Its reputation is built on steady endurance, dependable performance, and a price tag that makes it accessible to everyday people. And if you thought the Ranger's story was impressive, just wait until the next entry, a Chevrolet that has built a legacy of strength and stubborn survival in the toughest conditions imaginable. We've only just begun this countdown, and the toughest trucks are still ahead. If you're enjoying the ride, hit that like button and share your thoughts in the comments. Your pick might surprise us all. Chevrolet Silverado 1500. Among the giants of American automotive culture, few names shine as brightly as the Chevrolet Silverado 1500. This truck is not only one of the most recognizable vehicles on the road, but it is also one of the most dependable long-term investments for drivers who need power, durability, and affordability combined into one reliable package. Since its introduction in the late 1990s, the Silverado has been a symbol of American work ethic. Farmers, construction workers, and families across the nation have leaned on this pickup as both a tool and a companion, pushing it to incredible mileage totals that many cars could only dream of reaching. The Chevrolet Silverado 1500 owes its longevity to robust engineering and timeless design, with engines like the legendary 5.3-liter V8 often lasting well beyond 200,000 miles and many surpassing 300,000 through proper maintenance. One famous example even reached 1,200,000 miles. Durability extends beyond the engine as high-strength steel frames and beds resist wear, while sturdy suspensions balance comfort with rugged capability. Simple, straightforward cabin layouts minimize electronic failures, ensuring years of dependable service on highways, work sites, and everywhere in between, solidifying the Silverado's place as a legendary, long-lasting pickup. The Silverado 1500 demonstrates that you do not need to break the bank to own a truck that can outlast the competition. Affordable to purchase, relatively inexpensive to maintain, and tough enough to face decades of hard use, it is the kind of vehicle that earns respect mile after mile. But as sturdy as the Silverado may be, the next pickup on our list takes durability in a completely different direction, blending reliability with a reputation for adventurous off-road spirit that has won fans around the world. Toyota Tacoma. Legends are not created overnight, and in the world of mid-size pickup trucks, the Toyota Tacoma has earned its legendary status mile after mile, decade after decade. This vehicle has become synonymous with toughness, affordability, and longevity. Drivers who purchase a Tacoma often speak of it as more than just a truck. They describe it as a lifelong partner that seems to refuse to quit, no matter how many years or miles pile on. Since its introduction in the mid-1990s, the Tacoma has been embraced by outdoor enthusiasts, urban commuters, and small business owners alike. It has consistently held its reputation as one of the longest-lasting pickups on the market, and it continues to dominate resale charts because of its unmatched durability. The Toyota Tacoma has earned its legendary reputation through mechanical simplicity and unwavering durability. Engines such as the 2.7-liter four-cylinder and the 4.0-liter V6 routinely surpass 200,000 miles, with many examples reaching 300,000, 400,000, and even an astounding 1,500,000 miles. Its ultra-high-strength steel body and proven suspension design, combining an independent front setup with a solid rear axle, allow it to handle highways, rocky trails, and muddy worksites alike. Tacoma owners proudly value peace of mind, knowing this truck simply refuses to quit. The Toyota Tacoma has become more than just a truck. It has become a cultural symbol of resilience and practicality. Its lower cost of ownership, high resale value, and bulletproof reliability make it one of the cheapest trucks to keep on the road for decades. And while the Tacoma holds its crown as a mid-size legend, the next truck in our countdown approaches longevity from a different angle, combining rugged power with a spirit of American tradition that has stood strong for generations. Dodge Dakota. Sometimes the trucks that leave the biggest marks on history are not the largest or the flashiest, but the ones that quietly deliver year after year. The Dodge Dakota is a perfect example of this truth. Introduced in the late 1980s, the Dakota filled an important gap between compact pickups and full-size workhorses. It was slightly larger and more capable than smaller trucks, yet still easier to manage and more affordable than the massive half-ton machines dominating the market. This balance made the Dakota incredibly popular, popular with drivers who needed versatility, and over time, it built a reputation for being dependable, straightforward, and remarkably long-lasting. Even though production ended in 2011, the Dakota's legacy of endurance continues on the roads today. One of the main reasons the Dodge Dakota secured its reputation for longevity is its rugged lineup of engines, with V6 options for steady everyday power and V8 choices, especially the 4.7-liter, celebrated for running strong past 200,000 miles and often surpassing 300,000 with proper maintenance. Combined with a straightforward design that keeps repairs simple and affordable, the Dakota's durable frame and suspension allowed it to haul, tow, and endure harsh conditions. Versatile in size yet tough in performance, it earned a devoted fan base that still praises its reliability years after production ended. The Dodge Dakota may no longer be in showrooms, but its presence on used car lots and in driveways across America proves its lasting value. Affordable to buy, relatively inexpensive to maintain, and tough enough to hit mileage numbers that defy expectation, the Dakota deserves recognition as a million-mile candidate. And while this mid-size warrior holds its ground proudly, the next entry in our countdown moves us into the realm of America's most iconic truck, a machine so deeply woven into culture that its very name is practically synonymous with pickup power: Ford F-150. In the conversation about trucks that last forever, there is one name that towers over the rest, and that is the Ford F-150. This pickup is not only America's best-selling vehicle for more than 4 straight decades, but it has also proven itself as a symbol of durability and endurance. Since its debut in the late 1940s, the F-150 has evolved through generations, yet its core promise has always remained the same: to deliver a truck that can take a beating, carry heavy loads, and keep running long after the odometer has rolled into 6 figures. Millions of families, workers, and adventurers have trusted the F-150 to get the job done, and this trust is built on decades of proven performance. One of the primary reasons the Ford F-150 has earned its reputation as a million-mile beast is its wide range of engines, from the legendary 4.6-liter V8 and the powerful 5.4-liter Triton V8 to the more modern twin-turbocharged EcoBoost V6 engines, each winning loyal followers. The naturally aspirated engines are celebrated for bulletproof construction, with countless examples surpassing 200,000 miles and many reaching 300,000 without rebuilds, while even the EcoBoost, once doubted, has proven itself with proper care. Yet durability extends far beyond the powertrain. The F-150's frame and body have long been praised for toughness, with recent generations featuring military-grade aluminum alloy to fight rust and reduce weight, while older steel-bodied models endured decades of harsh winters, towing, and heavy work. Interiors may show wear, but reliable mechanical foundations and abundant, affordable parts availability keep these trucks running strong. The Ford F-150 is not simply a vehicle, it is an institution that represents American strength and resilience. Affordable to purchase in used markets, cheap to maintain compared to luxury competitors, and capable of piling on mile after mile, it is no wonder this pickup has earned the respect of generations. But while the F-150 may reign as a cultural icon, the next truck in our countdown offers a slightly different flavor of toughness, one that blends General Motors' strength with a reputation for quiet dependability that has stood side by side with its Chevrolet sibling for decades: GMC Sierra 1500. When discussing dependable American trucks that seem built to survive anything, the General Motors Company Sierra 1500 stands tall as a prime contender. While it often shares the stage with its close sibling, the Chevrolet Silverado 1500, the Sierra has carved out its own loyal following by offering a unique combination of ruggedness, refinement, and endurance. First introduced in the late 1990s as the successor to the C and K series of trucks, the Sierra quickly built a reputation as a reliable workhorse that could last for decades with proper care. Many drivers consider it a slightly more upscale version of the Silverado, but beneath the extra chrome and smoother ride, the Sierra possesses the same mechanical toughness that has helped it earn a place among the longest-lasting pickup trucks available. At the core of the General Motors Company, Sierra 1500's reputation for longevity are its engines, including the dependable 4.8-liter V8, the widely admired 5.3-liter V8, and the powerful 6.2-liter V8 for drivers needing extra towing muscle. Owners routinely report their trucks surpassing 200,000 miles with basic care, and many achieve 300,000 miles or beyond. One particularly famous example even exceeded 600,000 miles before requiring significant engine work, a testament to robust blocks, reliable transmissions, and serviceable components. Yet the Sierra's strength extends well beyond the engine bay. Built with a tough frame and heavy-duty suspension, it excels at hauling lumber, towing campers, or serving as a comfortable family vehicle. High-strength steel construction provides resistance against rust and dents, while durable interiors, though more refined than rivals, remain solid after hundreds of thousands of miles. The General Motors Company Sierra 1500 is a reminder that reliability does not have to come at the expense of comfort. Affordable in the used market, easy to repair thanks to the shared parts with the Chevrolet Silverado, and capable of reaching legendary mileage figures, it represents one of the smartest choices for anyone searching for a truck that will last nearly forever. But as strong as the Sierra may be, our next vehicle takes a very different approach to pickup design, blending the practicality of a utility truck with the refinement of a sport utility vehicle in a way that continues to surprise skeptics year after year. Honda Ridgeline, every so often, a truck comes along that challenges traditions and expectations, and the Honda Ridgeline is exactly that kind of vehicle. When it first appeared in the year 2006, many skeptics doubted its unconventional design. Unlike the body-on-frame pickups that dominated the market, Honda decided to engineer the Ridgeline with a unibody construction, essentially blending the comfort and handling of a sport utility vehicle with the practicality of a pickup bed. Critics were quick to dismiss it as soft or incapable, but over the years, the Ridgeline has silenced those voices by consistently proving its reliability, longevity, and surprising toughness. It may not look like a traditional truck, but its staying power has earned it a rightful place among the million-mile contenders. The Honda Ridgeline's engine stands as one of its greatest strengths, with a 3.5-liter V6 power plant renowned for smooth performance and exceptional endurance. Owners frequently report surpassing 200,000 miles with ease, while many achieve 300,000 miles or more with only basic upkeep such as oil changes, timing belt replacements, and fluid checks. Some particularly well cared for examples have crossed the 400,000-mile milestone, placing the Ridgeline among the longest-lasting trucks from Toyota and Ford. Its longevity is no surprise, given Honda's strong reputation for reliable engines. Beyond the powertrain, the Ridgeline's composite cargo bed resists rust and dents far better than traditional steel beds, ensuring years of practical use. The unibody design adds strength, limiting rattles and frame stress even after hundreds of thousands of miles, while durable interior materials withstand decades of daily family duty, making the Ridgeline a truly enduring and practical truck. Perhaps what makes the Ridgeline so impressive is how affordable it remains to maintain compared to many other trucks. Replacement parts are widely available, repairs are generally straightforward, and the resale value remains high because buyers know these vehicles last. In short, the Ridgeline has proven that you do not need to follow the traditional rules of truck design to create a machine capable of lasting forever. And while Honda's bold experiment turned out to be a triumph, the next pickup in our countdown represents a return to traditional full-size American muscle, a truck that has built its reputation on sheer toughness and an ability to handle punishing workloads for generations. Now we're down to the final legends of this list. Don't miss what's coming next. Hit that subscribe button and join our community. Every week, we uncover the vehicles built to last longer than anyone imagined. Toyota Tundra. Strength, dependability, and a reputation that borders on indestructibility have defined the Toyota Tundra since its arrival at the dawn of the new millennium. First introduced in the year 2000, the Tundra was Toyota's bold entry into the competitive full-size pickup market, long dominated by Ford, Chevrolet, and Dodge. Many questioned whether a Japanese manufacturer could truly compete in this deeply American segment, but over the years, the Tundra has not only competed, but has earned legendary status as one of the longest-lasting trucks in history. Built with simplicity in mind and assembled in the United States of America, the Tundra quickly developed a reputation as a million-mile monster that refuses to surrender no matter how much punishment it takes. The heart of the Toyota Tundra's success lies in its powertrains. Engines like the 4.7-liter iForce 5.8 and the later 5.7-liter iForce 5.8 became famous for their durability. With regular oil changes, coolant flushes, and scheduled maintenance, these engines are more than capable of running beyond 200,000 miles. In fact, a particularly well-known story features a man named Victor Shepard, whose 2007 Toyota Tundra racked up over 1 million miles before being officially retired. This was not a carefully preserved showpiece. It was a work truck that towed, hauled, and endured everyday use. Stories like this are not isolated either. Thousands of Tundra owners proudly report 300,000 miles, 400,000 miles, and even 500,000 miles on the odometer. The truck has proven that with basic care, it can last as long as any vehicle ever produced. The Toyota Tundra's longevity comes from its strong steel construction, reinforced suspension, and straightforward mechanical systems that endure towing, off-road use, and harsh climates. While its interior prioritizes durability over luxury, it remains solid after hundreds of thousands of miles. Affordable ownership is boosted by widely available parts and excellent resale value, with even high-mileage models commanding strong prices. Fewer major repairs also save owners thousands across the truck's long lifespan. The Toyota Tundra stands as proof that longevity and affordability can exist in a powerful, full-size pickup. Its reputation for passing the million-mile mark is not just legend, but well-documented reality. And as remarkable as the Tundra's story is, the #1 truck in our countdown has achieved cult-like status, a compact powerhouse that has earned worldwide respect for its ability to survive conditions that would bring lesser machines to an early end. Chevrolet S10. Some trucks are remembered for their size, some are remembered for their power, but the Chevrolet S10 is remembered for its ability to keep going long after others have been sent to the scrapyard. Introduced in the early 1980s, the S10 was General Motors' answer to the growing demand for compact pickup trucks. It quickly became a favorite for people who wanted something affordable, efficient, and still capable of doing real work. Though smaller than the full-size pickups of the era, the S10 offered surprising toughness, and that toughness has translated into remarkable longevity. Even decades after the last model rolled off the assembly line in the early 2000s, the S10 continues to prove itself as a dependable survivor on American roads. What made the Chevrolet S10 so enduring was its straightforward design. The engines offered in these trucks were simple, durable, and easy to maintain. One of the most celebrated options was the 2.5-liter four-cylinder engine, often referred to as the Iron Duke, which earned its name by running reliably for hundreds of thousands of miles. The available 4.3-liter V6 brought more power, but kept the same long-lasting character. Owners frequently share stories of their S10 pickups surpassing 200,000 miles with ease, while others proudly push their trucks past 300,000 miles and beyond. Some accounts even speak of S10 models reaching 400,000 miles, still on the road with original major components intact. These mileages are not marketing claims, but real-world examples of how much life can be extracted from this modest little pickup. The durability of the Chevrolet S10 extended far beyond its engine. Its compact size made it nimble, while body-on-frame construction provided the toughness of larger trucks. Whether serving on farms, as delivery vehicles in crowded cities, or as daily commuters, these pickups handled abuse without breaking down. The smaller bed still carried tools, furniture, or light materials, while simplicity meant fewer electronic failures and inexpensive repairs. Affordable then and now, the S10 remains attractive to budget-minded drivers. Though resale value was never its strength, its dependability inspired a loyal following, with many first trucks still running decades later. The Chevrolet S10 might not have been the biggest or the most luxurious, but it earned its place in history by being one of the cheapest trucks that could last virtually forever. With countless examples still logging mile after mile, it proves that sometimes the smallest trucks leave the largest legacies. And while our countdown ends here, the spirit of the S10 reminds us that toughness and endurance are not about size or flash, but about a commitment to building machines that never quit. Every rider leaves behind miles, memories, and mistakes, but the one choice you still control is whether tomorrow becomes another story of regret or another ride worth remembering. So gear up, take the road, and share your truth below, because your words might guide someone else back into the saddle. And if you want more stories that speak to riders like us, subscribe now. The next ride begins together.